ascent. Today, we will talk about tips for a successful mindset. But first, let me ask you something. What if I told you the biggest thing holding you back from real success? It ain't your talent, ain't your money, ain't where you came from. What if that invisible wall keeping you down, the one that makes some things feel downright impossible, is just a trick, a game your own mind is playing? Imagine just for a second that one simple little shift inside you could change everything about where you're headed. Not just in one part of your life, but in every single thing you try to do. Too many people go through their whole lives believing what they've got is all they'll ever have. Like their abilities are set in stone. But what if that's the biggest lie you've ever been told? Stick with me, because we're about to tear that lie to pieces. Yeah, think about it. That big project at work that feels like you're trying to climb a sheer cliff with weights on your ankles. That skill you've always dreamed of getting, but you just waved it off. Nah, that ain't for me. And that little voice, you know the one I'm talking about, always in your ear, whispering, you ain't smart enough. You ain't talented enough. You just ain't enough. That right there, that's the voice of Can. It'll suck the life out of you, fill you with doubt, and quietly, sneakily steal your potential right out from under you. It's the anchor that keeps you tied to what you know, what feels safe. And in the end, what leaves you feeling empty. You see other folks making moves, getting ahead, and you wonder, what's their secret? Were they just born with it, lucky? Got some gift I missed out on? Man, those questions can crush you. They lead you down a road of putting things off, making excuses, and then living with the shadows of what could have been. You might try, stumble a bit, and then back away, convinced that first fall is the final word. This ain't just about missing chances. It's about living a life that's a fraction of what it could be. It's about watching your ambition slowly fade, replaced by a quiet kind of giving up. But that story, the one that says your talents are fixed and your future's got a ceiling, that story can end today. So what's the answer? This growth hack your brain is screaming out for. It ain't some complicated formula or deep, dark secret. It's a basic shift in how you look at things. It's called the growth mindset. Now, this ain't just think happy thoughts and everything's gonna be rosy. This is a deep down belief that your abilities, your smarts, your talents, they ain't fixed. They can change, they can grow, malleable. You can build them up with dedication, with hard work, and with the right kind of effort. This whole idea, brought to us by Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck, has turned our understanding of achievement and success upside down. It's about knowing your brain isn't just some static thing. It's a marvel, always adapting, always rewiring itself based on what you do, what you experience, and what you believe. This mental switch right here is the key to unlock constant improvement and ultimately mastering any task you set your mind to. So what's this hack really all about? At its heart, it's about seeing the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, and then choosing growth. See, folks with a fixed mindset believe their qualities, their intelligence, their talent, their personality. It's all carved in stone. They think you either have it or you don't. For them, success is about proving they have it. And failure, man, that's a devastating blow, a judgment on who they are at their core. So they shy away from challenges, scared it'll show they weren't born with enough talent. They give up easily when things get tough. Figure and efforts are a waste if they ain't good at something right off the bat. Now flip that. Look at the growth mindset. If that's you, you believe your basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent, that's just the starting line. This view makes you love to learn. It gives you resilience, a toughness that's absolutely essential for doing anything great. Challenges, they ain't threats, they're chances to get better. Failure ain't a brand on your forehead saying you're no good. It's part of the game, a signal. Time to try something different, push a little harder, learn from what went wrong. This ain't about denying where your skills are right now. It's about understanding that not being good at this is just a temporary spot, not a life sentence. You can kick out those self-limiting beliefs like I'm not good at this and pull in empowering ones, like I can get better if I work at it. That little shift from I can't to I can, that's monumental. And listen, this ain't just some feel-good talk or psychological fluff. This is backed by hard science. It's called neuroplasticity. For a long time, folks believed the brain's structure was pretty much set after childhood. But we know now that's far from true. Our brains are constantly changing, building new neural pathways, rerouting old ones, all based on our experiences, our thoughts, and the effort we put in. When you grab hold of that growth mindset, tackling challenges, fighting through setbacks, learning from mistakes, you're literally reshaping your brain. Think of it like this. Every time you push past what's comfortable, every time you stare a mistake in the face and try again, you're forging new connections in your brain. These pathways get stronger the more you use them, making it easier to learn and do that skill next time. Studies even show folks with a growth mindset, well, their brain activity looks different. They're more tuned into mistakes, more open to feedback, and better at changing their approach. So this growth mindset, it ain't just a choice. It becomes the way your brain operates, wired for learning, for adapting to improve. One of the most powerful things about the growth mindset is how it flips your idea of failure. In a fixed mindset, failure is the end. It's proof of your limits. But with a growth mindset, failure is just data. It's information. It's essential, unavoidable, and incredibly valuable. Instead of seeing mistakes as reasons to quit, you see them as signs pointing you to what needs to change. You switch up your inner talk. Instead of I failed, it becomes I learned what doesn't work. Instead of this is too hard, it's what can I do differently to get this? This shift ain't about ignoring the sting. It's about pulling the lesson out and moving forward. People with a growth mindset bounce back faster because they don't take failure personally. They analyze, they learn, they adapt. And that resilience, that's how you master anything. Right alongside that shift comes one more thing, persistence, sticking with it. Valuing the process, not just the prize. Mastery don't happen overnight. It's built through consistent effort, day after day, showing up when it's tough, pushing through when every part of you wants to quit. Some call it grit, passion, and perseverance for the long haul. A growth mindset fuels that grit. You believe effort leads to growth, so you keep going. Struggle, that just means you're stretching yourself, and that's where growth lives. Celebrate the little wins, focus on the steps. When you fall in love with the process, you build the kind of motivation that lasts. So how do you build this mindset? Start with real steps. Set clear goals, break them down, make progress visible. It fuels momentum. Seek feedback, don't dodge critique. Use it to get better. Ask, listen, grow. Stay curious, keep learning, try new ways, stay open, adapt, learn every day. It's not about books or degrees. It's about turning every experience into growth. Want to go deeper? Get mindful, reflect, journal, walk, meditate. Tune in to your thoughts. Challenge the ones holding you back. Control what you can. Your effort, your focus, your reaction. Surround yourself with the right people. Growth-minded, positive, encouraging. Because mindset, it's contagious. And above all, keep a positive and resilient attitude, and not blind optimism, real strength. Strength rooted in belief. Belief in your ability to rise, to adapt, to learn. Practice gratitude. Appreciate every bit of progress. Celebrate your hustle and the hustle of those around you, that joy, that fire. It strengthens your brain for growth. The power to master any task, but to unlock your potential. It ain't out there, it's here. That switch from thinking your abilities are fixed to knowing they can grow, that's the growth hack your brain's been waiting for. So I challenge you, pick one area where you've said, I can. And for just 1 week, apply the growth mindset. What will you choose to master? Let me know in the comments. Because we're taking this journey together. The truth is, you're far more powerful than you've been led to believe. Your potential, it ain't fixed. It's a horizon, expanding. The moment you believe that deep down, that's the moment everything changes. Master yourself, grow relentlessly, live fully. And the hack is simple. Believe in your ability to grow and then do the work.